In this particular video, we will look into the details of a type of carbohydrates which are called as polysaccharides. So, as the name suggests, polysaccharide. So, in this, thousands of monosaccharides will be present, and the chain of these thousands of monosaccharides will be joined by glycosidic bond. The thing to be remembered here is what? That when we talk about the type of carbohydrates, then we talk about three types: monosaccharides, which have single molecule; oligosaccharides, which are small chains having 2 to 9 or 10 monosaccharides. But when we talk about polysaccharides, the number of monosaccharides which are joined by glycosidic bond can be in thousands. Coming to the classification of polysaccharides, in first way, we can classify it as per the type of monomers. That is, the monomers are same or the monomers are different. If all the monomers or the monosaccharides are same, we call it homopolysaccharides. So, starch, glycogen, inulin, cellulose, chitin, these are all the examples of homopolysaccharides. The second are called as heteropolysaccharides. So, as the name suggests, in this different types of monosaccharides will be present. The second way of classifying polysaccharides is as per their function. We can classify these as their function is storage. We can also classify these when the function is the forming of structure. The examples of storage are starch and glycogen. The examples of structural polysaccharides are cellulose and chitin. After this, we look into some of the general characters of polysaccharides. Polysaccharides, as we see in the experiment, that these are present in acid insoluble pool or pellet. These were the macromolecule as their molecular weight was more than 10,000 daltons. These monosaccharides are joined by glycosidic bond. Then, if we look into the chain of polysaccharide, so if this particular chain is of polysaccharide, then this end is the right end and this end is the left end. So, in this polysaccharide, left end is always reducing end. So, right end is called as reducing end and the left end is called as non-reducing end. We can remember it by the letter R. Right R is there and it will also be reducing. So, the other will obviously be non-reducing. Now, coming to small details of the polysaccharides. First is the starch. Starch is a storehouse of energy in plants. This starch forms helical structures. Now, there will be a structure like these helices which will be present in starch, and when we put iodine into it, then these iodine molecules will be trapped in this particular helices. So, iodine molecules will be trapped like this over here, and that is why whenever starch plus iodine is reacted, then the color which we get is blue. After this, coming to the second polysaccharide, that is glycogen. Glycogen is a storehouse of energy in animals. The third polysaccharide that we talk about is cellulose. Now, if we talk about cellulose, then cellulose does not have helices like those which were present in starch. There will be straight chains which will be present in cellulose. Now, if we pour iodine on this particular straight chains of cellulose, then obviously iodine molecules will not be trapped because these are straight chains, and that is why there will be no color coming when cellulose is reacted with iodine. If we talk about cellulose, then plant cell walls are made of cellulose. Then the paper which we get from plant pulp, and lot of cellulose is also present in cotton fibers. After this, we come to chitin. Chitin is an example of complex polysaccharide. Why it is an example of complex polysaccharide because the monomer or the building block is complex and it is N-acetyl D-glucosamine. In these cases, if we see, then the monomer was glucose in most of the cases. For example, if we talk about starch, then glucose was the monomer. If we talk about glycogen, then again it was glucose. If we talk about cellulose, it was again glucose. In the case of chitin, it is N-acetyl D-glucosamine. Now, where is this chitin present? It is predominantly found at two places. The exoskeleton of arthropods is made of chitin, as well as the fungal cell wall is made of chitin. Along with these different polysaccharides, one more polysaccharides we can talk about, it is inulin. So the thing to be noted over here that it is not insulin. Insulin is a hormone and an example of protein. Example of polysaccharide is inulin. Now this inulin is also reserve food in some plants, and here the monomer is fructose. So we need to remember different monomers which are present in different polysaccharides.